morning. Last lecture we discussed the study of nutrients. There are the 6 major nutrients, that is the water, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Last lectures we discussed the first nutrients, that is the waters. Today we discussed the second nutrients, important nutrients, that is the carbohydrates. So the carbohydrates are defined as the polyhydroxy. Defined as the polyhydroxy. Polyhydroxy means that is the more than one OH groups. So the carbohydrates are defined as the polyhydroxy aldehydes or polyhydroxy ketones. Polyhydroxy aldehydes or polyhydroxy ketones as in monosaccharides. The carbohydrates are defined as the polyhydroxy aldehydes or polyhydroxy ketones as in monosaccharides. These carbohydrates are composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Most of the carbohydrates are composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Most of the carbohydrates are commonly known as sugars. Most of the carbohydrates are commonly known as sugars. These carbohydrates are chemically represented as CH2O, that is EM. So the carbohydrates can be defined as the polyhydroxy, that is the more than one OH groups, aldehydes or polyhydroxy ketones as in monosaccharides. These are composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygens. And most of the carbohydrates are commonly known as the sugars, and these are chemically represented as CH2O, that is the apostrophe bracket close, that is the N. Carbohydrates are the major constituents of the most plants. Carbohydrates are the major constituents of the most plants, comprising about the 60 to 90%, comprising 60 to 90% of their dry mass, mostly as a cellulose. So the carbohydrates are the major constituents of the most plants, comprising 60 to 90% of their dry mass, mostly as the cellulose. These carbohydrates forms a woody frameworks. Carbohydrates forms the woody frameworks of plants as well as cheap reserve seeds. So the woody frameworks comprising 60 to 90% of their dry mass, mostly as the cellulose. They form a woody frameworks of plants as well as the cheap reserve food stored in seeds. This is about the plants. In contrast, this is about the plants. In contrast, in animal tissue, this is about the plants, and in the contrast about the animal tissue contains very small. Animal tissue contains the very small, that is the less than 1%. And the animal tissue, it contains the less than 1%, but without the carbohydrates, the life of will be the stake. So the carbohydrates is the important source to the animal tissue. But in animal tissue, these carbohydrates contain the less than 1% of the carbohydrates. Then about the human beings. So this about the animal plants. About the 60 to 90% in animal tissue. It about the less than the 1%, but it is the without carbohydrates, the life of the animals will be the stakes. But it about the humans, these are the special animals, not only utilize about the humans, not only utilize the carbohydrates for their foods. So the carbohydrates in human beings, these carbohydrates are not only utilized as the food, as a food, that is about the 60 to 70%, about the 60 to 75% is used as the food for the human beings by mass of the average diet. But also these carbohydrates are also used for the clothings. These are the cotton, linen, rayons, clothings. The shelter, that is the wood, fuel. It also used as the fuel, and also the paper, that is also the wood. So in human beings, special animals, the carbohydrates are not only utilized by as a food, that is the 60 to 75%, but also the humans is also utilized with the carbohydrates as a source of clothing, shelter, fuel, and papers. The amount of carbohydrates present in adult human body, the amount of carbohydrates present in the adult human body is about 300 to 350 grams. So humans, the carbohydrates present in the adult human body is about the 300 to 350 grams. Out of this 110 grams, out of the 300 to 350 grams, 110 gram is stored as a glycogen in the liver, and another 200 to 250 grams of the carbohydrates is present as a glycogen in cardiac muscles, cardiac smooth and skeletal muscles, and about 50 grams, and about the remaining about the 15 grams of the carbohydrates, that is the glucose, makeups of the glucose in the blood and extracellular fluids. So about in the human body, the carbohydrates is present in the glycogen is the 300 to 350 grams, out of 110 grams is stored as the glycogen in liver. About the 200 to 250 grams is the cardiac smooth and the skeletal muscles, and the remaining is the 15 grams is about the mix of the glucose in the blood and the extracellular. These are the carbohydrates. Next, about the classification of carbohydrates. Next, classification of carbohydrates. Classifications of carbohydrates. These carbohydrates are classified based upon the chemical structure. So based upon chemical structure or presence of sugar units. Presence of sugar units. So based upon the chemical structure or presence of sugar units, these carbohydrates are classified into three groups. That is, number one, monosaccharides. Second, oligosaccharides, and third, polysaccharides. So based upon the chemical structure, so the carbohydrates are classified into the three groups, that is the monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. So in the monosaccharides, mono means that the single. So these are also called as the simple. Monosaccharides is also called as the simple sugars. The monosaccharides is also called as the simple sugars. These are also called as the simple sugars. They cannot be broken down into smaller molecules by hydrolysis. These cannot be broken by the smaller molecules by hydrolysis. They consist of single polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketone units. So they consist of the single polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones units. Example of the monosaccharides is in hexose. Example of the monosaccharide in the hexose, that is glucose, fructose, galactose. So these are the example of the hexose, and these are what is the pentose. The example of the pentose, these are the ribose. Example of the pentose is the ribose. These are again the xylose. These are the example of the hexose and pentose. The monosaccharides, it is called as the simple sugars. Example is the hexose and the pentose. Then second is the oligosaccharides. Second is the oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides contains the more than one. It contains the more than one but less than 10. So the oligosaccharides contains the more than one and less than 10 monosaccharides units. That is called as the oligosaccharides. Contains more than one and less than 10 monosaccharides units is called as the oligosaccharides. In the example is the disaccharides. Di means two, and the trisaccharides. Oligo means contain more than one and less than 10 monosaccharides. The example of the disaccharides is sucrose, lactose. So the lactose is formed one molecule of glucose and one molecule of galactose. That is for the diabetes. There is the two monosaccharides. The sucrose, lactose. Again the example is the maltose. Means the containing the two monosaccharides group, that is the disaccharides. Then is the trisaccharides. Example of the trisaccharides is the raffinose. Is the example of the trisaccharides. So the oligo means the containing more than one and less than 10 monosaccharides unit. It's called as the oligosaccharides. Then about the polysaccharides. Polysaccharides means containing more than 10. So either more than 10 or with the many monosaccharides units. The polysaccharides contains the more than 10 or mono or many monosaccharides units held together by glycosidic linkages. That is called as the polysaccharides. Example is the homopolysaccharides and heteropolysaccharides. The example of the homopolysaccharides contains the starch and glycogens. There is the homopolysaccharides, and the heteropolysaccharides. The example is the hemicellulose. Hemicellulose again is the pectin and the gums. This is the example of the heteropolysaccharides. So these are the classifications is based upon the chemical structure or presence of the sugar units. This is compared to three: the monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and the polysaccharides. Next lecture we study about the based upon the solubility and the digestibility. Thank you.